Hello, welcome to Kitchen Inspirations. My name is Carmelo and I want to thank you for joining us here today at our Zojirushi America Corporation headquarters down in Torrance, California. Today is actually a very nice day here in Torrance, as it usually is, but I hope that wherever you are, whatever you are doing, you are also having a lovely, beautiful, and of course awesome Friday. Well, with that said, let's get this live stream started. Now, did you know that we are already in that 1 month mark since starting the new year? And I know that when starting the new year, a lot of people, they decide to start New Year's resolutions, most of the time it goes something like, living healthier, being happier, doing things that they haven't really done before. So working on their personal development goals, as well as losing weight. Well, with that said, we actually have a campaign going on right now until January 31st, and we called it the New Year Better You campaign. This is because we want to help you along those goals that you have for the year of 2023. Well, if that sounds interesting to you, then make sure to stick all the way until the end, because with the purchase of one of these, you will get a free mug. So let's begin. Okay, so with that said, the first appliance that we have over here is none other than the NL-DCC 10. Now, we have a lot of rice cookers, but why did we choose this one specifically? Well, simply because this is the best of the best rice cookers for eating healthier. Now, it not only provides you the option to eat delicious white rice, but you can also eat brown rice, GABA brown rice, steel-cut oats, as well as the superfood quinoa. So let's break it down. What is brown rice? Well, brown rice is just essentially white rice in its original form before it was milled and polished. That means that it is more nutrient dense, as well as there is more fiber. And what is fiber good for? Well, it is good for our metabolism and to making us feel fuller. Of course, this allows us to not eat as much. And so if maintaining your weight or if losing weight is something you're looking for, then that can help with it as well. All right, so that is brown rice. Now, what is GABA brown rice? Well, GABA brown rice is just brown rice. However, it is essentially put in water and soaked there for about 20 hours. And then that allows it to kind of sprout. And then that is GABA brown rice. However, with this rice cooker, you can actually do that in under 4 hours. So it is said that GABA brown rice is healthier because it has something called gamma aminobutyric acid, or GABA for short. So this GABA amino acid is said to help us with brain health, such as memory retention, anxiety, stress, as well as there is more vitamins such as vitamin B, vitamin E, and there is more fiber in GABA brown rice compared to brown rice and white rice. Again, we want fiber to kind of maintain our metabolism going, as well as maintaining that overall good digestive system. So that is GABA brown rice. Now, we also have steel-cut oats. This allows us to make steel-cut oats in this rice cooker. So again, not rice, steel-cut oats. If you're not familiar with steel-cut oats, it is just quick oats or rolled oats in its original form before it was rolled and stomped into the leaf-like shape that you usually call oatmeal. So because of this, there is less processes going into it, and that means that there is probably less additives or sugar in steel-cut oats that you would find in, for example, quick oats. Of course, it is delicious, but maybe if you're trying to live that healthier lifestyle, then maybe not as much. Okay, in addition, steel-cut oats is gluten-free and it does have a lot of fiber. Again, fiber is the keyword for today. So it helps us, maintain our blood sugar levels low, and it can help with the digestive system. Next, we have quinoa. Now, quinoa is hailed kind of as a superfood. So it is hailed because it is also has a lot of fiber, it is gluten-free, and it is a complete plant protein, meaning that it has the 9 essential amino acids that our bodies cannot make on our own. So whenever we're eating this, we are consuming all of those benefits. Not to mention, it is delicious and very versatile. You can actually make substitute rice with quinoa in many dishes. So for example, if you like eating fried rice, you can make fried rice style quinoa. Or if you like Mexican rice, you can make Mexican rice style quinoa. You can even actually eat oatmeal breakfast-like style quinoa. So it's, again, very versatile. Okay, with that said, this is it for our NL-DCC rice cooker. If you have any questions about this, do let us know in the comments, as I will be checking every so often. If not, one of our lovely staff will be happy to introduce that to you. Okay, so let's see. Times Ryan, thank you for watching. Yay, YouTube Live Zojirushi. Thank you, Times Ryan. I do appreciate that. Okay. Alrighty, let's move on to our second appliance. Again, for those of you who just came in, we are running a campaign up until January 31st. It's called the New Year Better You campaign. With the purchase of any of these appliances, you will get one free mug, which I'll get into details later. So this one right here, it is the BB-PDC20 Breadmaker. Now this does a lot. And you might be thinking, how can a bread maker make me eat healthier? Isn't bread not necessarily as healthy as other, carb options? And it's yes and no. So the store bread that you usually buy can have a lot of additives, a lot of sugar added to it, which of course makes the bread very, very delicious. However, in terms of your health, maybe not as much. But with that said, with these bread makers, of course, it is homemade. So you know exactly what you're putting into your bread. And of course, you can put all the good stuff that our bodies need, and of course, to make you eat and live a healthier lifestyle. But with that said, we do have up to 14 courses of different bread options you can make right here. In addition to the homemade setting, which you can make any type of bread that you want with it. But let's talk about the healthier ones. So the first one up, we have the whole wheat bread setting. Now with this, the relationship between whole wheat bread, you always hear about that, right? Like whole wheat bread and then you have white bread. Well, it's the same relationship as brown rice and white rice. It is essentially the wheat in its original form. It still has the bran layer, the germ layer, which of course has more nutrients in addition to more fiber, which it is often said that it is the healthier option of the two, as well as there is less calories in whole wheat bread than in white bread. Simply because with white bread, usually what companies do is that they add more nutrients, they add more sugar, and they add more additives, which can of course be higher in calories. But with that said, if you are trying to limit your calorie intake or live just a healthier, get more fiber, then the whole wheat option, the whole wheat bread course option is the way to go. So the next course I want to talk about is the sugar-free course. Now this is actually my personal New Year's resolution. This year I took it upon myself to eat less sugar. So what about you? Do let us know in the comments, what is your New Year's resolutions if you decided to make one? Okay, so with this sugar-free course, now sugar is everywhere. We are a society of sugar. We've been eating sugar since we were 2 or 3 years old. And of course, these holidays that are coming up always love, sugar and sweets. We have Valentine's Day coming up in like 14, 15 days. We're gonna eat sugar, right? We love it. But if you decide you want to eat less, then the sugar-free course can really help you achieve those goals, okay? The next course I wanna talk about is the salt-free course. Now again, salt, not necessarily a bad thing. We do need sodium, salt, to kind of keep our body fluids in balance. However, eating too much salt can lead to health effects or health problems such as high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and so on. So if you took it upon yourself to eat less salt this 2023, then of course this bread maker can help you achieve that goal. And the last course that I do want to talk about is more of a lifestyle change. And of course, I'm talking none other than the vegan lifestyle. We actually do have a vegan course right here in our BB-PDC20. And if you decide to take this, big feat of becoming vegan, it did not necessarily mean that you are going to be healthy, because I do know a lot of people who are vegan and still eat a lot of sweets and a lot of other, stuff they shouldn't be eating to, be healthy. However, if you're 100% committed and you want to, decided to become a vegan, to become and eat healthier, then the vegan lifestyle is set to help a lot with maintaining weight, even helping in losing weight, helping with high blood sugar levels, high cholesterol levels, as well as just longevity altogether. So if you took it upon yourself to become vegan, then of course our bread maker can help you with that New Year's resolution. So with that said, we do have a bonus one. It is a gluten-free course, which of course if you have that problem where you cannot eat gluten, then we can also make that as well with this. So with that said, I hope you kind of understand how you can eat healthier using our products. Over here we have the BB-PDC20, and then of course the NL-DCC 10 over here. Okay. And once again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and let us know. I'd be happy to answer that for you. Times Ryan over here on YouTube. Additives equals badditives. That is true. That is true. Okay, Hachige83, eating healthy food this year. That is good. Thank you for that. Times Ryan, very true. Vegan doesn't not necessarily mean healthy. Oreos are vegan. Good point. I actually have a sister who is vegan and she eats a lot of Oreos. She actually eats healthy, but she did say Oreos are vegan. So nice fun fact right there. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. We know that we can eat healthier with our bread maker and our rice cookers. But what about drinking? Well, this right here is our water boiler. It is the CDLFC30. Now, one thing I do want to know for this campaign, again, if you buy one of these, you will get a free mug, which I'll get into details later. But this one right here, including the NL-DCC 10, there is different sizes. Now for the campaign, it's only to this specific one. This is the 3 liters, so please do note that. But with that said, the CDLFC30 is a water boiler. And what is a water boiler really good for? Well, it is good for having hot water at all times throughout the year. So what's a good beverage that people like making into their morning ritual? Well, I'm thinking about 2. And of course, I'm talking about tea and coffee. And there have been extensive studies out there that say that making and drinking coffee or tea daily can, have a lot of health benefits. But before I start with that, do let us know in the comments, are you a tea person or are you a coffee person? Specifically for me, I love both. I love the taste of tea, or coffee I should say, but it gives me too much energy. So I prefer that more mellow, kind of balanced energy boost that I get with tea. But let's see over here, do we have any tea or coffee lovers? Hachige83, coffee. Okay, thank you. Yes, coffee is good. Alrighty, so with that said, fun fact, coffee actually has fiber. So going back to that keyword I told you today, by drinking 3 cups of an 8-ounce cup of coffee, you can get up to 1/5 the daily recommended dosage or intake of fiber. So again, 1/5 is not the biggest, but it is nice that by drinking coffee, you are getting fiber into your body. Again, it is good to have. It helps us with our digestive system, metabolism, and it just keeps us in check, okay? So tea, at the same time, it is said to kind of help us with, stress levels. It can kind of like relax us. It can help with our metabolism as well. I'm talking about green tea, as well as all other kinds of green teas. Coffee, on another study, this study is extensive. Of course, you cannot say that this is conclusive, but there was even a study that said that it helps with helping with cancer. So I'm not saying, drinking tea, you're not gonna get cancer, but there have been a lot of studies that say that tea and green are good for the body. Now, long story short, drinking tea daily and coffee can be good for you. So if that's the route you are taking, then the CDLFC30 is the way to go. And that is because you will get the free mug that I'm going to talk about right now. So this is it. This is the SM-QHE series, right? Now we have an extensive line of mugs. Why did we choose this one? Well, we chose this one specifically because this is the go-to mug for being active. Now, if you're trying to live healthier, that's one part of the challenge. But it also means you probably want to be active a little more. And we chose this mug because it has the flip and go handle, which kind of is the perfect companion for, taking it to morning hikes or evening hikes. It is the perfect companion to taking it on a stroll to the park, to the beach, to the mountains. It is a perfect companion for taking on your sports competitive games, right? So you could take this anywhere. And just let me kind of quickly show you in the close-up cam just to see how beautiful it is over here. So it is a nice 16-ounce cobalt blue edition. So again, very, very nice. And let me show you right here the flip and go handle right there. You can grab it, and no matter how hard, as long as you're holding it, of course, it won't fall. And you don't even have to have a strong grip. It's very, very nice. All right, so you can go ahead and twist that off, and there you go, okay? So, with that said, this right here is us telling you that this year in 2023, you can do it. And I know it's been already a month. So if you did have those, New Year's resolutions to eat healthier, to be happier, to do those goals, how's it going, This is that 1 month, a reminder to keep pushing, because if you could do 1 month, you could do 2 months, and then you could do half a year, and then 1 year, and then so on. So with that said, once again, to quickly go into the details, this is our New Year Better You campaign. It's going on until the end of this month, January 31st. You get 1 free mug with the purchase of any of these 3 appliances. So you have the BB-PDC20, you got the CDLFC30, the 3-liter size, and then the NL-DCC 10, the 5.5 cup size. With that, you will get this mug. Again, this is our way of telling you that you can do it. So with that said, let's see. With that said, if you have any questions, do let me know right now. Okay, Times Ryan. I'm team both coffee and tea. Me too. I love coffee and tea. It is a good way to, have and boost your morning, as well as, having a good habit. Okay. So with that said, thank you for joining us on this Friday. Once again, happy Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, then Sunday. Do something active, be happy, go ahead and achieve your goals. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.